Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 42, Scruffy and the Foolish Freight Cars. Gordon had just arrived with the express. He had just came into the docks, just as Duck was leaving with Rickety. Sir Topham Hatt was there also. He spoke severely to the trucks. "This accident," he said, "wouldn't have happened if you guys wouldn't have been so silly." "We're sorry, sir," said the trucks. "I'm tired of hearing you're sorry. It's been enough," he said. "I can't take it anymore. There's going to have to be a punishment." "Oh, we're sorry," said the trucks. "Like I said, I don't want to hear sorry," he said. "Anyway, Duck, you may proceed with Rickety." "Yes, sir," said Duck. Duck puffed along the line with Rickety. Soon Rickety, Duck, and the breakdown train were out of sight. Sir Topham Hatt again turned his attention to the trucks. "I do not want any of this foolishness to continue," he said. "Therefore," he said, "if there are any more tricks being played, there will be a serious punishment," he said. "Who will take the punishment, sir?" asked Scruffy. "I don't know," said Sir Topham Hatt, "but don't make me answer that," he said, "because, well, I don't want to. Anyway," he said, "I expect you guys not to play any more tricks for a while," he said. "You guys saw what happened to Rickety, and you probably don't want that to happen to you." "No, sir, indeed," said Fred. "Okay," said Sir Topham Hatt. However, you guys are going to be part of an important goods train today." "What do you mean?" asked Scruffy. "Well, Murdoch's going to be pushing you to the docks," he said. There's important goods being delivered there, and so I need some trucks to be able to help deliver them." "Yes, sir," said Scruffy. "We'll behave." But Sir Topham Hatt and Scruffy knew that was just a joke. Murdoch came out of the shed, and he coupled all the trucks together that were going to be in the goods train. "Okay," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Remember, I don't want any silliness to be going on," he said. "Otherwise, there will be serious consequences." "Yes, sir," said Scruffy. And Murdoch puffed away with them. But Scruffy had already had a plan. He was going to tell it to the other trucks. Suddenly, Murdoch stopped. Sir Topham Hatt ran inside his cab. He was going to join the fun, too. Unfortunately, the trucks didn't know this. They thought Sir Topham Hatt was still back at the docks. "Okay," said Scruffy. "As you all know, we're going to still play a trick," he said. "We trucks cannot stand up to that nuisance," he said. "Okay," said the trucks. "We will." The trucks were behaving well for the first part, but Murdoch, Sir Topham Hatt, and his driver knew they would start the nonsense soon. "Just hold on," said Sir Topham Hatt to Murdoch. They'll start up soon." Murdoch pushed them along the line. They came across the turntable. Bill and Ben looked on eagerly. Then here came Scruffy's trick. Up ahead loomed Gordon's Hill. Murdoch was supposed to push them up Gordon's Hill. So Scruffy had a plan. "Okay," he said. "Hold back when he's going up, and then let's drag him down so that we all crash," said Scruffy. "It'll be a wonderful plan." But the brave man was confused. "Scruffy," he said, "you heard what Sir Topham Hatt said, didn't you?" "Of course," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Of course," said Scruffy, "but we're trucks. We don't listen to that." Murdoch began pushing them up. Hold back," whispered Scruffy. The trucks held back, but Murdoch was a strong engine. He was still pushing them up. "Oh no," said Scruffy. "My plan's backfiring." "Oh no, that means we're all gonna crash." Wait, he said. "Don't push down." But the trucks didn't hear him. "Hurrah, hurrah," they yelled, and they zoomed down the hill very quickly. "Ah," said Scruffy. He was leading the pack, so he had all the momentum. Unfortunately, Murdoch and the brake van were never coupled together. Murdoch had just been pushing them. So when they went down the hill very fast, the coupling snapped. The trucks ran down the hill and they crashed into a field. "Ouch," said Scruffy. "That hurt." And all the other trucks agreed. Murdoch came down and laughed. "You silly trucks," he said. "It was all a trick." "What do you mean?" said Scruffy. Sir Topham Hatt got out. "I saw the entire plan," he said, "and so I know now what I must do to keep this railway out of trouble. As they always say, you must destroy the main source to destroy all the others, and I know who the main source is in this case." Everyone looked at Scruffy. Scruffy wasn't liking this at all. The mess was soon cleaned up. Emily had pushed Scruffy into a siding here, so Topham Hatt spoke to him severely. After today's events," he said, I plan not to use you as a truck for a very long time." "What do you mean, sir?" asked Scruffy. "Well," said Sir Topham Hatt, "you're going to stay in this siding for a while, Scruffy," he said. "Hopefully it'll knock some sense into you." "But, sir," said Scruffy, "I'm a truck. I'm not supposed to stay in a siding." "You've seen all those other trucks," said Sir Topham Hatt, "with all those broken wheels and their shattered frames. They sat in sidings before, too. Now be quiet," he said, "otherwise it could come to worse matters." Scruffy did stay quiet. Sir Topham Hatt walked away. Scruffy thought it was all a joke. "Ha," he said, Sir Topham Hatt thinks he's very funny." "Oh, we'll see about that," he said, and he laughed. Scruffy was waiting for an engine to come get him, but no engine ever came. He missed his afternoon train. "Huh," said Scruffy, "that's weird. They must have forgotten about me. Or they don't realize I'm in this siding right here. Hopefully Sir Topham Hatt will do something about it." "Oh well," he said, I'll just wait until tomorrow," he said. "Then I can go for my morning train." Soon it was morning. Scruffy was waiting for an engine to come by, but no one came. Instead, they chose a different truck. "Oh," said Scruffy, "this is so unfair. They're choosing other trucks over me." Suddenly, Scruffy was beginning to think that this wasn't a joke at all. As engines passed by, they said nothing to him. All they did was stare. "Oh," said Scruffy, "I'm not liking this one bit. I'm getting no attention." Scruffy didn't like it. Arthur came by with the animal train. Arthur usually said hi to Scruffy, but today he did. He just puffed along his way. "Oh," said Scruffy, "I've had it. When will this ever end?" A couple more days passed, and it soon became a week. Scruffy hadn't moved. It became into 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and soon a month. Scruffy was very tired. "Oh," he said, "this is terrible. I'll never be the same truck again." It was soon a month, 2 months, 3 months. Scruffy hadn't budged. "Oh no," he said, "this is terrible." But one day that all changed. Oliver came along the track. "Hello, Scruffy," he said. "Isn't it a wonderful day? Sir Topham Hatt wants me to put you in the goods train." "Hooray!" said Scruffy. "That's very exciting." "I know it is," said Oliver, "but first they have to couple me to you." But Scruffy was worried. "Oh," he said, "I haven't moved in a very long time. My wheels are very old now. They haven't moved, and my frame's kind of quivery." "Oh, that's all right," said Oliver. He banged Scruffy hard. "Oh," said Scruffy, "I'm not liking this." Oliver began to go backwards. "Help," said Scruffy, "I'm coming apart." "Rubbish," said Oliver, "you're not coming apart." But Scruffy knew he was. His frame was creaking and groaning. "Ouch," he said, "stop." Oliver came around the bend, and then it happened. One of Scruffy's wheels collapsed beneath it. It couldn't take the weight of Scruffy's frame, and suddenly Scruffy collapsed off the track. "Cinders and ashes," said Oliver. "That's amazing." Scruffy didn't think so. Sir Topham Hatt, meanwhile, came to see the damage. "Well," he said, "looks like Scruffy learned your lesson here, didn't you? I will suspect that you won't be part of a goods train for a while. You can go join your friend Rickety at the works if you want. That sound good? Or you can sit there for the rest of your old days as a truck." Scruffy chose to go to the works, not because he could see Rickety, but because he could get away from Sir Topham Hatt.